We were talking about the tag team division, and it looks like Primal Fear has just announced that they will be coming to Ryse.
Wait, what's this?
The superior athlete, the superior man, Joey Sunsari, and pro wrestling shining diamond, the great Alexander, the great Success.
Wow, with all the maturity of a 7th grader.
Great Success coming out here. Now they are trying to build into 2022. They're trying to show that they belong in this tag team division. And I got to tell you, winning the tag titles is proof enough. You're the tag champs, no matter how you earn them. If they win these titles tonight, Great Success has officially arrived in 2022.
You know, 2 students of Brandon Kay, and also, you know, they've followed a lot of Brandon's teachings, but not his philosophy. And they're trying to jump to the front of the line.
And introducing their opponents, hailing from where the wildlings are, they are your Ryse Tag Team Champions, the Bearcat, Keith Hart, and the Appalachian Werewolf, Tyler Hawks.
If there was a definition of good brothers in professional wrestling, it's these 2. Nobody hates them, no one dislikes them. Tyler Fox, Keith Hart, 2 of the best people in that Ryse locker room, and they are the tag team champions of this company.
Long overdue in a lot of people's estimation. The tag titles, you know, were in sort of a state of flux at Ryse for a period of time, and now we have tag team champions who not only, you know, have defended them honorably, but won them honorably.
Now they're coming out here to the ring, and they're up against a team that I don't think that they've ever clashed with. I believe this is Keith's first gold, as well as Tyler, in Ryse Wrestling. Keith Hart very close to winning the Ryse Grand Championship in the past. So you got to understand, Keith Hart is unbelievable in that ring, and Tyler Fox, the chemistry that they have, the friendship that they have, I mean, I can't think of anyone better to carry these titles than these 2.
Referee trying to get people properly situated into the proper corners. The Appalachian Cryptid and the Appalachian Werewolf.
And you got to remember, too, this whole corner debacle that we're seeing right now, this is posturing. This is posturing. One team saying, I'm not going to move, you move. And the other team saying, no, we ain't moving, you move. And then the referee makes the decision. But it's very much a one-upsmanship game, you know, between Vox and Keith and Great Success here. And you see referee George making the call, hey, you guys go down there, that's where the tag ropes are. But that's a lot of what was just going on in the ring for the people at home. It's posturing.
And conspicuous by his absence, the 3rd member of the Great Success, Jordan Styles.
And I was trying to just enjoy the fact that Jordan wasn't out here, and you went and brought it up. You probably jinxed the whole thing, Chris.
Wrist lock here. I believe this is this might be Joey and Alexander's first opportunity at Gold in Ryse as well.
Well, Joey Sunsari actually was competing at the anniversary show.
That is true. That is true.
The Ryse Grand Championship. I believe the youngest competitor ever in a Challenge of the Champion defeated Lee Moriarty to earn his way into that match. So you gotta understand what Joey has to offer here in this ring. And then Great Success. You know, they had a difficult 2021, some ups, some downs, but you got to think if they are all on the same page as a unit, things are only going to look up.
You know, Sunsari, obviously, that victory over Lee Moriarty, probably the biggest victory of his career. And it has honestly led to, forgive the pun, a great deal of success for Mr. Sunsari. He's been in England. He's been, nice leg trip.
Absolutely. And Joey Sunsari being so, we're going to get an ankle lock here early. Joey Sunsari is world traveled at such a young age. You got to really think about that, the fact that he's wrestled different competitors from all over the world already at such a young age. And now you see the forearms trade with the right hand to Joey. Another big right hand from Voxy, and now they're just trading shots in the ring. Who's the bigger, tougher man? Who's stronger?
I think Vox has the advantage in this one. Vox has a prolific martial arts background, very good striker.
Absolutely. We talk a lot about Tony Johnson's Muay Thai. You see a lot of that kind of similar striking with Tyler Vox, and then Keith Hott just comes in as a wrecking ball when they're needed.
Hey, look, I mean, I've been in competition with Keith Hott, and Keith Hott now getting into the ring.
Another member of my training class, Keith Hott. I love this person more than most people in the world, and showing right now the athleticism that Keith possesses. Keith and I used to live across the hall from each other in our college dorm. We'd go to the gym. Every day he'd come in and wake me up. We'd go to the gym. I love Keith. I'm so happy for him, and I just want to see him succeed here tonight.
Oh, tries for the hip toss. That was a mistake.
Absolutely. I know I got to try to be unbiased, but who doesn't love Keith and Tyler Vox?
You know, Keith Hott, you said, you know, his first gold here at Ryse, but he has been a tag team champion in other organizations. He is somebody who has, you know, not only had success with Vox, but has had success with a couple different partners. So he is something of a tag team specialist.
Surprise to you, Chris, I'm actually one of them. We held a couple of tag team championships in Ohio. Nothing to brag about, but we did hold the titles.
Hey, brag away. Oh!
Keith, like I said, just an absolute wrecking ball.
And, you know, obviously, the hot mess, that splash off the top rope, one of the most devastating finishes in Ryse Wrestling. I don't think anybody gets up from that.
I've been underneath of the hot mess before. It is maybe the most painful thing I've ever experienced in life.
Kick to the tailbone there.
That's that unorthodox striking. Tyler Vox, the shot to the tailbone. A lot of people go like to throw that kick down the spine, but when you take that kick to the tailbone, it does something to you. It throws your whole game off.
Frequent tags here by Vox and Hott, which I think is a good sign. Drop toe hold.
Into the senton.
Tell you what, great success are on their heels.
You see how Keith's staying on Great Alexander, just on top of him. As soon as Great Alexander gets his feet, Keith is there, grabbing the back of the neck, making head control.
Big Irish whip.
There's the knee to the back.
Did you see how much the Great Alexander needed to put into that Irish whip?
Yes, I did. And the knee to the back not having the effect, but then you can see Great Alexander using the distraction to get the one up. And there you see the choking, Joey Sinceri choking from the outside. Now Vox is not doing his partner any favors.
No, Vox is a bit of a hothead.
I've been in there, you know, when you're seeing your partner go through this, sometimes you just want to involve yourself, and it does more harm than good, but you're not thinking about that in the heat of the moment.
Double back elbow, and I think they needed every bit of that.
Takes a lot to put Keith Hott down, but when you get him down, and hold him down as well. But when you get him there, you got to stay on top of things. You see Joey, again, right back on it, clubbing blows to the back, drawing Vox back in. See that smart tag team tandem.
And this is smart tag team wrestling on the Great Successes part as well. And you know what? They're going to need to do this.
Oh, right to the lower back.
You know, you could say a lot of things about Sinceri and the Great Alexander. I think that they're great athletes. I think that they have a ton of potential. But one thing you would never call them is super heavyweights. They're going to need to use some speed and to some agility to counteract somebody with the size.
Went for the leg drop, but no water in the pool. Keith Hott.
Those sumo-style strikes, palm thrust, and Vox is in.
Bringing back PTSD at the times Keith's hit me with those. They hurt like hell. And here comes Voxy. Knee to the back.
And he into the headbutt. Joey Sinceri, pardon me, barely kicks out of that one.
Well, that's a lot of offense. Sometimes the offense, it's not so much the pain, it's the disorientation. I mean, you get knee in the back, you get headbutted, you spin around, you land on the ground, and your first thought is, where am I right now?
Ooh,
you
big
get
kick
caught
to
with
the
a quick pin like that. It'll catch you.
Nice leg sweep. Vox is a phenomenal striker. Going for that knee strike.
Low bridge. Vox all the way down to the floor.
Knee strike right to the bridge of the nose.
And that is a momentum turner if I've ever seen one.
Both teams are working together very, very well. Vox and Hott Alexander and Sinceri, both teams
Big drop kick.
almost blew through him.
Well, it's like they say when you throw a punch, you don't aim for your opponent, you aim for 6 inches past your opponent.
He kicked
Same thing
almost
with that
2
drop
feet
kick
past his
there.
opponent.
Yeah, and that's going to cause that much extra damage.
Double suplex, maybe?
Absolutely.
Nicely executed.
And now it's systematic. Now it's the dissection.
Alexander being way too cocky, way too soon. Hot dogging it well in advance. He should not, if he would have gone, hooked a leg, proper cover, might have had the titles there.
Absolutely right. And the confidence is key sometimes. You got to be feeling yourself in that ring. And you can see this sleeper, almost the rear naked choke, not quite. It's going to just be a sleeper. Everything's legal, but you know, you're wearing your opponent down, making him breathe heavy. You know, Great Alexander don't weigh a ton, but you're still making your opponent breathe heavy and really wearing that gas tank down.
Again, I'm very, very impressed with both teams. Both teams working well as a unit.
And Keith, you got to stay out of the ring, Keith. It's that heat of the moment situation.
Yeah, but Sinceri was being a little bit cocky there himself. If he hadn't taunted Keith, he might have had a pinfall there.
Well, when you think you've got things in hand, you're not, I mean, Joey might not necessarily be going for the automatic win right here. Joey might just be showing everybody in this place that he is better, that Great Success are better than Keith Hott and Tyler Vox. And you got to think, 2 count there, you got to think that they're posturing, they're showing everybody like, yeah, we're going to be the champs on our time.
You know, we were mentioned early, Sinceri has already toured England. He is probably going back at some point in the spring, you know, subject to some international travel restrictions. Kicks him off.
Voxy got that leg strength. Where's Great Alexander going?
Wait a minute, going the long way around.
Pulling Keith Hott down off the apron.
That is a terrible tactic, but an effective one.
And now nobody home for Voxy.
You know, normally you see people targeting you see people targeting the man in the ring. In this case, targeting the man on the apron, very, very smart move.
You know, if nobody's home, it becomes 2-on-1. It gives you that much more of an advantage. Like it's a dirty tactic, but they don't care. They want to be champs, and it is smart, like you said. Big shoulder in, and the repeated shoulders knocking the wind out of Vox. I mean, we could be nearing the end here.
Frequent tags by the Great Success, doing a fantastic job as a tag team. You love to see it.
Big clothesline.
You know, they've been making use of that diving clothesline, both members.
Keith Hott breaking up the pinfall here. Referee's going to tell him, get out of the ring. I don't want you doing that.
And you know that breakup rule, you know, we do not have a 1 break rule here at Ryse. It is the referee's discretion.
But when you start, big brain buster.
But multiple breaks like that, you're just begging to be disqualified at that point.
Disqualified. You got to really use your breakups in those situations. You got to use them wisely. But it's also hard to sit there and stand on the apron, another big suplex, and watch your partner get pinned, knowing you could have done something.
Ty, you're a tag team specialist. What would be
expert? You could say expert. It's okay.
Okay, tag team expert. What would be your strategy against Keith Hott and Tyler Vox?
Exactly what Great Success is doing. Keep Hott. Keep Keith Hott. Oh, big DDT!
That looked pretty effective.
Keep Keith on the apron. Keith is an absolute hothead sometimes. You want to separate the ring. Exactly what they're doing here. Great job by Great Success to make that tag in a bad situation. But I'm targeting Voxy. I'm keeping Keith on the outside. Voxy's a little more easy to maneuver. Now, if you're looking at things the other way, the situation that I'm finding Keith and Vox in right now, you want to really, Voxy's got to get his bearings, and Keith on the apron is going to be yelling instructions. Hey, get your shoulder up. Hey, try to move. You got to be there for your partner, because when your partner's lying on their back and they're not sure what's going on, they're very susceptible to all different kinds of offensive maneuvers.
I would be remiss to not mention that second rope leg drop, picture perfect there by Joey Sinceri. Modified side headlock.
And the crowd behind Voxy right now. Keith Hott was getting the crowd hyped up. Voxy throwing some elbows. Unable to get out.
Pulls him down, did not let go of the shoulder there.
Joey Sinceri like a pit bull right now, just hanging on.
You know, and Sinceri has a mean streak.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. He's got that Italian mean streak in him for sure.
Sidewalk slam. Nice.
What a tag maneuver. And you notice, big kick out there. You notice Vox going off the ropes on Keith Hott's side. Keith not reaching for a tag. Keith Hott is a shorter-armed individual. Believe me, I've seen a bench press. A shorter-armed individual, that's going to be a downside for Keith versus someone like if PB Smooth was in this match.
Oh, yeah, can grab the tag rope.
The tag.
What in the world was that?
Wow!
That was a knee strike right to the mush.
A judo throw, Muay Thai throw. I'm not well versed in the knowledge. Into a huge knee, like you said, into the mush. That is going to definitely give Voxy a chance to make a tag. Right now, just taking the breather, trying to figure out which corner do I need to crawl to here.
Alexander is hurt. Vox is hurt. Tag is made. And tag is made.
And the wrecking ball is alive.
This crowd has come unglued. One of the most popular men in Ryse Wrestling.
Went for the body slam. I think Keith saw great Alexander coming, but didn't want to give up his position.
That ain't gonna do it. That will.
This crowd is coming unglued for Keith Hott.
Big slam. Could this be the hot mess?
There is an NB-shaped meteor about to come down in the middle of this ring.
Alexander's almost to his feet. He could try to break this up. Vox intercepts him. Vox intercepts the hot mess. Or the attempt to break up the hot mess, rather. He hits it. The referee is distracted. The referee is distracted. 1, 2, 3.
This crowd has lost their minds.
No! My goodness! He had a pin for at least an 8 count.
All the time in the world, but enough time for Joey Sinceri to regain his bearings.
Sinceri is badly hurt. Vox and Keith, you cannot worry about arguing with the referee at this point. You got to capitalize. Alexander grabs Vox. They're on the outside of the ring. Vox hits the post hard.
What a headbutt. Look at the rage of Keith. I said Keith is a hothead.
It's now 2-on-1. Referee's lost complete control of this one.
Keith is in rage. They got to really work on keeping Keith down because if they get back to their feet, it is game over. But that
flying knee strike. Sinceri says, get out of the way. What do we got here? Lion Salt perfectly hit.
Beautiful. It's over.
Hot kicked out. Hot kicked out of the Lion Salt. Sinceri's incensed. Alexander's incensed. This crowd is apoplectic. Where are they going?
Sinceri yelled, get the belts.
Wait a minute. They've got the tag titles. If they hit this, they're going to be disqualified.
I don't think Joe
George,
cares.
get the belt. Come on, George. Do your job.
It's that mean streak.
George, do your job and get the belt.
He's stopping it from happening.
What? Who is this? What is that?
That's an Emmy. That's an Emmy. That's an Emmy shot.
What are you doing? What? Wait a minute, is that Jordan Styles?
Keith is cross-eyed.
We have new tag team champions. We have new tag team champions.
Winners of this match as the result of a pinfall, and new Ryse Tag Team Champions, Pro Wrestling Shining Diamond, the Great Alexander, and the Superior Athlete, Joey Sinceri, the Great Success.
Where did Jordan Styles come from? I haven't seen him all day.
He was in costume, clearly hidden somewhere in the back.
Is he wearing scrubs? Is that a hospital gown? Where?
And I was wondering, why is this hospital patient in our locker room? I should have said something sooner.
Ladies and gentlemen, on their first try, we have new Ryse Tag Team Champions. the great success. I am at a loss for words, Ty.